everybody, I'm stuck in the past. We're getting ready to start our first official hay field of the season. So, as you can see, kind of a new surroundings. You might have seen me, well, actually no, you probably didn't see me spray this field. But this field is one of two fields we're going to be doing hay on this farm. The other one you saw me earlier this year putting seed down in. We were trying to establish into orchard grass. Dylan's going to be on that one, and I'm going to go ahead and tackle this big one. Hopefully we'll get some hay in a couple of days. We got some really good weather ahead of us, so it should work out pretty nice. Around the entire field, and as a result, wrap it up, oh, there it goes, and as a result, I got a work on the inside of the field for this first pass, and then when I come back around, I'll change direction, and when I do that, that's when I'll be back in order. So I'm taking it kind of slow on this first one. The M does not want to lift the New Holland hay bind, so I'm going to head over there, hook up to it and run it myself, and then I'm going to have Dylan run the John Deere. So here we are switching hay binds as per seasonal tradition, and hopefully we can just get a move on. I probably have that other field I was on about a third of the way done, maybe a little more, and I don't know, we're not too far behind schedule, but we'll make it work. Worked real nice, a lot quieter. Kind of in the process of purchasing this one. Once again, I got to make that outside pass in order to make a full circle around because of the fence. Just long. I think that's how this is going to have to play. Really thin out here. So, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the long stuff, and then go ahead and join Dylan over there, the field we were just in. Something I'm going to want to do is set this apron a little bit narrower, because if you look here, I'm setting it out real wide, and I want it wide because we don't have a long time to dry this, so the more spread out the better, but I still need to be able to get it with the tedder, you know, the old flooper. So I'm going to actually set it in a little bit more, so that way we've got more like a 7-foot width versus this looks more like 8 or 9, so, well, 8 anyway. So I just want to be able to hit it with everything I got. So let me do that. It's very simple. Just lift up on these, which actually picks up the apron, which throws the hay further back into this funnel, which then channels it a little bit tighter. So I'm going to do that real quick and then get back to it. That's a lot better. That's about the same width as my tedder. Pick it up real nice. Well, sort of unfortunately, that's gonna do it for this field. Only only about a third of the field really came up in anything worth cutting. So now I'm going to go see where Dylan is on the other field. That's a really nice one. See if we can help him finish that. And there is a third field. As long as the weeds aren't too high or too bad, we're going to cut that one too. So let's get after it. Actually gets a lot easier because we don't have to set up our chalk blocks, since we both have front ends we can use to kind of stop ourselves from moving. That's all to do it. Just like that, we're folded up. Well, we're back on day 2, ready to do some fluffer tedding, or as my wife so lovely loves to call it, floofing. It's pretty cool out, but the dew point's really low. I don't know if you guys remember, but a few years back I did hay in about 3 days. The same exact weather conditions as these. So we should have a pretty good run of it. Let's go fluff up some stuff. Well, so far I'm about a third of the way done this big field on this gorgeous day. The old Super MTA is chugging right along. Real pleasure to drive this thing. So we've got kind of an extremely tight window we're trying to get this hay in on, but with the dew point being so low, humidity being almost non-existent, and a good breeze running, all that combined with the tedder, I think we're going to be in good shape. So hopefully by tomorrow afternoon, maybe a little later in the afternoon, we'll be punching out some bales. This stuff's already starting to look pretty dry, and it's only been a few hours since it was cut really, because we got done cutting it last night around 7 o'clock. So I think we're all in good progress here. So I'm on round 2 of tedding right now, and to be completely honest, I could probably bale this today. That said, there'd still be some wet spots here and there, and it's not 100% dry yet, but it's close enough. So I think by tomorrow we're going to be completely ready just to go ahead and put it all up and be done with it. So that's going to be the plan. So tomorrow morning we're going to get here by about 8 o'clock, do the whole thing again basically, and then by about 1 o'clock I'm going to rake it, and then hopefully by about 2 we'll be baling. That's when the real rodeo starts. And we're off to the races. Officially started, and I feel like death. So that's real good. But so far everything's going incredibly well. So here's hoping. So good. I checked the bales with my moisture meter. Ideal is is under 16%. And we're coming in at a solid 4. So I think we're in really good shape. 2.5 day hay here. Beautiful. So I'm having a problem with my bales going like bananas. So I think what I'm going to do is grab the other baler, because I know it makes a good bale, and I'll adjust mine later. Just for the simple reason that it's easier to switch balers and try to adjust the clockwork of mine. So we got 163 bales with the other baler before I switched. And with this baler, oh, it appears we got 1. I had a weird suspicion this counter wasn't working. So now we got to count manually, which is a bit frustrating. But we'll go ahead and do that in a moment.